Hi, Team Persevere. This week we are starting our third reading unit. It is another nonfiction unit, and this unit is titled Argument and Advocacy, Researching Debatable Issues. Show me a nonverbal hand signal. Are there words in this title that you don't know, or maybe you've never heard before? So show me agree or disagree. And at this time, you are going to think of maybe a word that you don't know and throw that word into the chat or raise your hand to discuss aloud. Pause the video. We are going to dive into each of the words in this title and learn a little more about them. So that first word, argument. What does this mean? And the way we'll be using the word argument is a little different than maybe the way you have heard it used in the past. Pause the video to discuss. An argument is a reason for or against something. And it's a discussion in which different viewpoints are presented. You can have an argument on the topic and say it in a very calm and kind way. Forming an argument on a topic does not mean that we are upset or angry. The next term, advocacy. Any idea what this word means? Pause the video. Advocacy means to support, being in favor of something, supporting and defending your ideas. This is how you're sharing out your opinion. In the third part of this title, research debatable issues. What do you think this could mean? Pause the video. When researching debatable issues, we learn more about topics that people have differing opinions on. So if an issue is debatable, it means there's more than one side to the issue. An example could be, should schools have uniforms? Some individuals would agree that schools should have uniforms, where others would disagree and believe that schools should not have uniforms. So this would be a debatable issue. We are going to be working with all three of these terms in this unit, and you will be learning about many debatable issues and forming your own arguments on these issues and thinking of a way to advocate or support for those ideas, build support for those ideas. In the beginning of this unit, though, we will be learning and reading a lot of different texts that show a specific opinion on a debatable issue. And we'll be diving into what's the argument behind this and how is this person speaking out on this. We'll try this just to kind of dip our toes into this water right now. We'll start with this debatable issue that we mentioned before. Should schools have uniforms? First, we need to come up with an argument, a reason for or against this question. Should schools have uniforms? So what argument could you make for this issue? Pause the video to discuss. Now that we have our argument, we need to think of how are we going to support our argument. So how are we going to either support this or defend the other opinion? How could we advocate or support this issue? Pause the video to discuss. In this unit, our goals are to help you become better researchers by teaching you how to analyze information when you read it. You'll be forming your own opinions based on evidence. You'll develop an argument based on that evidence. Thank you, Team Persevere.